Hey there, my name is Przemek and this is the review of Shinkiro last album called Stalaktos. Not so long ago I reviewed Shinkiro's collaboration with Empuze. It was called Organic Oral Ornaments Part 2, and we already have this new release, Stalaktos, as I said, and it is released by Subcontinental Records. It's a very fresh album. The release date was yesterday, the 5th of May, as I record this video after midnight. And the label, I didn't know this before. I was quite surprised when I found out it's a label from India. So not a country identified with electronic music, I guess. But when I checked their earlier releases, they have some quite known names in their catalog, like Marcus Reuter or Shikei Hakateyama, another Japanese ambient musician. So apparently they know their business. This is the cover and the inside, something like this. These are the pictures of caves or something. Well, with this title, it couldn't be otherwise. I've mentioned already, at least I think so, in that Organic Oral Ornaments review, that I follow Shinkiro since Manabu Iramoto first albums, those released by Atanor Records. Very cool label by the name, shame it's not active anymore. And I would say this Stalaktos is the most melodic and smooth of all Shinkiro albums, starting from that fragile melody from the short intro called Purity. Shinkiro takes you on a journey through ice caves where you can see the sun rays reflecting through cracks in the ceilings, this kind of ambience. But these are my impressions, as the label says that recently his musical exploration has expanded not only into the meditative and deep, but also into his personal terrain of Shinto and Buddhism. So the music also can be considered as the attempt to find spiritual or religious enlightenment through music. Especially that there are some fragments which sound, I don't know, heavenly, like this miniature reflection effects. You can feel the clarity of mind, you know. It's by the way a reference to one of Matthias Grassov works. One way or another, Shinkiro's ambient on Stalaktos is harmonious and melodic, closer to works of Robert Rich or Steve Roach rather than dark ambient masters from Cryo Chamber or Cyclic Low. Although there are exceptions, like the track called Dripping Force, which strongly reminds me of Parhelion album Midnight Sun, which by the way was released by Cyclic Low. I can't recall the title of the track. It was the first one. Tunturia, I think, or Tunturia Part 2. But if you know that album, you will notice the resemblance. There are even similar thunder imitating sounds, you know. It doesn't change the fact that Dripping Force is one of my favorites on that album. On Abundance, on the other hand, the rhythmic parts appear for the first and the last time on Stalaktos, and in general this track, Abundance, is like taken from Organic Oral Ornaments, I think, especially when you hear this rhythm combined with electronic melodies straight from some sci-fi movie. And in general, Stalaktos is balancing on that dark line, but never crossing it. It's more deep than dark, if you catch these subtle differences. And there's also the track Entwined Memories, which was featured on our Santa Sangre Werewolves Fail Music Speaks compilation from 2016. and it's a pure ambient jam, this track, I tell you this. So yeah, it's not a very long album, it's less than 40 minutes. When I was younger and had more time, I really liked these 70-80 minutes monuments, but today this 36 minutes is more than enough, you know. No longers, no fillers, just the essence. It's also said on the Bandcamp that Stalaktos is compiled of tracks made between 2016 and 2022, and to be honest, it can be heard, as you can hear the different styles and perspectives between the tracks, especially between the first and the second half of the album. That second half gets significantly darker, leading the listener to the biggest finale, Forgotten Flowstone. Perhaps it's a reflection of musician's state of mind of the time, but for me it's not a big problem, you know. I enjoyed this one all the way around. That would be it, I think. Recommendation, check this album, Shinkiro, Stalaktos. Thanks for watching. If you like my channel, my videos, subscribe the channel, click likes or whatever. And thanks for watching, and see you soon.